the Constipated News Network, is something happening over there? I notice a lot of my colleagues on Fox are very excited that the media are turning against Biden. Now, let's think this through. The media want Biden out of the way because they don't think he can win in 2024. They want the Democrats in power. If they're turning on Biden, it's not because they respect Republicans, every Republican but Trump. They're already attacking DeSantis, they're attacking Tom Cotton, they're attacking anybody who they think has a shot. So that's not exactly what's going on. I know they have a new Flack who's running the Constipated News Network, and he says he wants more news and less opinion. Time will tell. But a clip here and there does not demonstrate to me that this former news platform can recover. It's going to have to do a lot better than that. Now, that said, they have an individual who monitors politics and elections there by the name of Harry Enton. And Harry Enton, well, he kind of states the obvious, and everybody's excited about it. So let's get excited. Go.
Put this inflation in context. How bad is the surge in prices?
It's awful. I mean, it's awful, and how people feel about it is even worse. You know, you look at the consumer sentiment right now, and what do you see? This is the worst consumer sentiment ever measured by the University of Michigan, going all the way back since 1952.
Wow.
You basically, even if you double my age, that doesn't get you back to 1952. And while I'm young, I'm not that young, right? The second worst, 1980. The third worst, 1980. I don't have to remind you, inflation got Jimmy Carter. It killed that presidency. And in terms of why are consumers feeling this bad? Well, it's pretty clear why they're feeling this bad, and that is because the consumer price index is the worst it's ever been in a midterm cycle since '74. It's the worst it's been in any presidential cycle or midterm cycle since 1980. So it's not much of a surprise. You can see it. It's literally off the charts on the table on your screen.
So consumer price index is what they link to inflation. So inflation year to year is 8.6%. Now, I want you to keep something in mind. They've adjusted how they measure the CPI inflation from the past, taking certain vital products and categories of products out of the equation. So the federal data and statistical offices at Treasury and elsewhere, they knew that by doing that, they would be able to mask some of what the government's doing. That 8.6% in 1980 could have well been 12% or 13%. Because again, it's not apples to apples. What you're experiencing is worse than 8.6%. And you know it. And you know it. The price of beef has gone up more than 8.6%. The price of milk's gone up more than 8.6%. Eggs, beef, chicken, everything has gone up more than 8.6%, virtually everything. And some things you can't even find. Go.
And how does President Biden's performance rate?
Awful. I mean,
I knew that was the answer.
The answer is awful. I mean, you know, I'll compare it to Carter at this point in his presidency, right? Look at the disapproval rating Joe Biden has on inflation right now. Wow. It's over 70%. Carter was not even there at this point in mid-1978. When you're doing worse than Jimmy Carter's doing in the minds of Americans on inflation, you know that they're holding you responsible for the conditions that are currently on the ground that are hurting Americans in their pocketbooks.
Wow, he sounds like he's reporting at Fox. They have to fire him, somehow gag him.
Want to see more? Sign up for Levin TV.